I've been YouTubing for over a year now. I have over 300 video uploads, over 800,000 views, and I'm going to talk to you about the 9 things that I wish I knew before I started my YouTube channel. Number 1, making YouTube videos is actually harder than it looks. Every YouTuber's job is to make the videos look light, airy, and seamless, and that actually takes a whole lot more work than it would initially appear. So I wish I would have known, just to kind of set the bar a little bit lower, understand that there's going to be hiccups, battery cameras are going to die, software's not going to work, the weather's going to be bad, whatever it is. Just understand and plan and mentally prepare for each video to take a little bit more effort and take a little bit more time than you initially anticipated. But I don't want this to deter you from actually getting started and making videos. And that brings us to point number 2. Just get started. There's a lot of really successful YouTube channels that just use their phone. So don't wait for the perfect camera, the perfect microphone, whatever it may be. Just get started and you're going to get better over time. You're going to learn and adapt. There's this wonderful story where a pottery teacher split his class up into 2 groups, Group A and Group B. Group A, he said, hey, spend all week, design, plan, engineer the perfect pot, but you're only going to make one, so make it perfect. And then Group B, he said, hey, I'm not that worried about quality. Just make as many pots as you possibly can. And at the end of the week, who had the better pot? The Group B, the ones who made more pots. They learned, they adapted, they streamlined, and you learn more by taking action and failing than by planning. Right? So take action, make videos, you're going to learn, you're going to adapt, and they're going to get better with time. Number 3 is easier said than done, but that's to just be yourself. If you have to put a mask on every time you get in front of the camera, you're probably not going to like it that much. Your audience probably is going to pick up on it too. So just do what you can to be yourself. I have a lot of friends that have wonderful personalities, but as soon as they get in front of a camera, they clam up and that wonderful personality doesn't show through, which is like the opposite of what you want. So what I do, I just envision I'm having a conversation with one of my friends who maybe asked a question about whatever topic I'm talking about. So instead of thinking about maybe thousands of people who are going to see this video and judge me based on this and I get self-conscious, no, I'm just having an in-person conversation with one of my friends. It helps me. Maybe it'll help you. Number 4, make content that you yourself would want to watch. Famous director Quentin Tarantino has kind of a quote roughly that I make films for me, but you're all invited to come watch.
I make them for me and everybody else is invited and they can do with them what they will. So
if you're making videos that you yourself are passionate about things and topics that you're passionate about, that's going to shine through and that's going to be great. But at the same time, understand that no one cares about your life quite as much as you do. You might love to watch an hour-long video of your cat, but the world might not just yet. Put yourself in your audience's shoes. What are they taking away of value? Is it entertainment? Is it educational or informative? Is it some combination thereof? So make content you're passionate about and love to make, but also make sure you're adding value that your audience is taking away from the videos as well. Number 5 has to do with setting goals for your channel. Now, initially, it's really easy for people to set goals for subscriber growth. Like, I wanted 5,000 subscribers in the first year, or whatever it is, right? Or I wanted this many views, or this or that or the other. And these are all external factors, right? You can encourage people to watch your channel or encourage them to subscribe. But at the end of the day, you can't directly control that. And it's really easy to get emotionally invested in these metrics. So I would caution you, or I would urge you to set goals based on things you can control, your own actions. And so, for instance, my goal with my channel is just really one thing. Did I wake up today and did I make content, or did I work towards making content that I'm proud of? Like I mentioned earlier, YouTube videos are a lot of work and it can be a little bit discouraging when they don't perform well based on the metrics. And so I just tie my emotions to things that I can control, my own personal actions, and I would suggest the same for you. Number 6 has to do with copyright and monetization of your channel. In order to apply for monetization of your channel to actually start getting paid through Google AdSense, at least as of the recording of this video, you need 2 things. You need at least 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 cumulative hours of watch time. And when you go to apply for monetization through Google AdSense, a human will come and look at your content. They'll review your channel. And if a lot of those videos that you use to achieve that 4,000 hours of required cumulative watch time have copyright background music, then they don't count. So it can make it really, really tough to achieve those 4,000 hours. So what I would say to you is that early on, avoid copyright background music. It's going to make it a lot easier to achieve those monetization targets. You can go to one of these websites, even if you just Google no copyright music, there's whole websites dedicated to finding no copyright music for your videos. And that's going to make it a whole lot easier for you down the road when you go to monetize your channel. Number 7 has to do with a program that I wish I knew about sooner. When you get on YouTube and you see a lot of these beautiful, wonderful, eye-catching thumbnails, at least for me, I thought I was going to have to get a degree in graphic design just to make something half as good. It is important to have a captivating, eye-catching thumbnail because of the YouTube click-through rate. how many people see your thumbnail versus how many people actually click on it. And the better that metric that YouTube measures, the more people they're likely to put your video in front of. Now, the program I'm talking about is canva.com. This video is not sponsored by Canva, but it is a program that I cannot live without. It has really great YouTube thumbnail templates, all kinds of really powerful tools, some of which you do have to pay for, but they do have a free version, and it's fantastic. Of all the things I have and all the programs that I use, it is the last thing that I would give up, and it's invaluable. Number 8 has to do with handling rude comments on your YouTube video. As we know, the YouTube comment section can get a little bit vicious sometimes, and if you have your comment section turned on, you're not going to be immune to this. Most of your comments are probably going to be positive, but every now and then you're going to get one that upsets you. Number 1, don't get into an argument in the YouTube comments section and add fuel to the fire. Just make sure you're making content that you're proud of, that's as factually correct as possible, and that you stand behind. Do your best to see negative comments as constructive criticism, which they very well may be, and do your best to improve on the next one. And finally, number 9, watch your own content periodically to pick up on things that you can improve. Be your own worst critic. Could the lighting be a little bit better? Could the audio quality be a little bit better? Whatever it is, watch it, take notes, take things on what you can improve. It's also going to show you how far you've come over time when you go back and watch some of those older videos, and it should be pretty encouraging too. These are the 9 things I wish I knew before starting a YouTube channel. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I will see you out there on YouTube.